Most memorable wine.
Such a hard question. I mean, I have so many amazing wine memories. However, I did the Len Evans tutorial a few years ago, and that was a week of the most incredible hedonism. But one of the wines that stood out in that lineup was actually a Madeira from 1922. I think that's an amazing thing to have the opportunity to taste, literally Venice history, and you sort of think about what was happening back then.
What was the last bottle of wine that you had?
Oh my goodness. I had quite a few last night. Last evening I was out with some other wine people. Yeah, a whole host actually. There was a bit of a Spanish theme going, so I did bring a Spanish white wine made from Godello, but there was actually a Coteau Chalonnaise Bourgogne wine from a very good producer, and that stumped us all. We thought it was better quality in terms of its hierarchy than actually the label suggested.
Okay, next one. A person past a present they would love to have a bottle of wine with, and also what bottle would that be?
I'm a big fan of Jancis Robinson. I've actually had the very great privilege of traveling with Jancis in New Zealand a couple of years ago. And I've actually also dined with her and her husband and some other wine trade people in London. So I'd love to have Jancis over to my place perhaps next time. And she's a big white wine drinker as well. She loves Riesling. I also like Riesling. So maybe we'd share a great bottle of Riesling. Or if we didn't have any, definitely something like a fantastic Chablis, I think.
Favorite grape varietal?
It is a toss-up. It is a toss-up between Chardonnay and Riesling.
Unique food and wine pairings. Anything to share?
Duck breast with Chablis, which I never had really thought about, because you think of Chablis, Petit Chablis, maybe more seafood, more sushi, more light fare. But this was just cooked magnificently, and the pairing just brought out the fruit aromas and flavors in that particular Chablis, and it was a fabulous synergy.
So last one, amateurs coming into this wine journey, what advice would you give them?
Don't be afraid. I mean, I think I spent my entire career as a wine educator just kind of going, wine can be taken at every level. You just need to be open-minded and curious, but don't be afraid to ask questions of everyone that you encounter in the wine world. Wine people are incredibly generous with their time. And, you know, if someone treats you like with a sort of snobbish air, it's probably because they actually don't know what they're talking about. So the people who are really knowledgeable tend to be the most open and accessible.